Evening, gentlemen.
Evening.
Right. As you know, tonight is John's part 3 of his contest robot and logs and things like that, and how to do it all. And then afterwards, we'll be doing something very silly. We'll actually run a contest sort of around the table and see what happens and how it works. So should be a lot of fun. And not the whole proceedings up, because we don't know how long this is going to take and then how long it's going to take to do this contest. So we can then get straight on with it. So, okay, I'll hand over to you, John, and enjoy it. Thank you for coming, guys.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to part 3. So as you can see, we covered part 1, QRZ.com. We covered part 2, which was log40M. So now we're going to cover the TARS robot, where you submit your logs for the TARS contest awards, or your cups, etc. And then we're going to have this fun event afterwards, which should be entertaining. Right, so what we're going to look at for the TARS robot, we're going to look at how you register for an account. You're going to look at logging into your account and navigation. We're going to look at the configuration tab, the awards tab, the results tab. We're going to look if you need any help with the robot. There's an area where you can get help from. We're going to look at uploading an ADI file to the TARS robot, and then we're going to revisit the file exports, and then we're going to do a live update to the robot, either from QRZ.com or from log40M. I think we'll probably use log40M because with QRZ.com you're going to have the paid version, so we'll do a live update from log40M. Right, so to register for a TARS login account, you go to contests, you select the results tab, and this is the website. You should all know the website for the TARS. Okay. So the next thing you do to register, you put in your call sign, your email address. There's a little item here which you have to take from there, and that changes, so it won't be this one, but it could be something else. So you put that in there and then click and submit, and that will start the process to register you for the TARS robot. Right, so once you've done that, we've looked at login. So once you've logged into the screen, this is what you're going to see, and then we're going to look at these tabs. We're going to look at the awards tab, the configuration tab, uploads, my results, and contact, which is if you need any help with the TARS robot. Right, so the first thing you would need to do is to configure your account. So what you're going to need to do there is, your name, your grid square. Mine is India Oscar 80 Echo Kilo. This is your Where Called Britain square. You should be able to get that. Your email address, make this public, and then you choose from here, from the drop down. And I think there's only 2 options, either a beam or a wire antenna. So you just choose that, and then you just click and update. So that's once you've got your login details, you configure your account. So once you've configured your account, as you see there, you go to the awards page, and you get these 3 drop downs. So the first one is here, and that gives you all the current contests that are available to you for the RSGB, 80-meter contest, the data modes, etc. You can also choose from the selection tab the VHF contest. If you click on rules, then this is the rules for the TARS awards. So if you click on any of those, then you'll find what the rule is, what you're entitled to do, and what points you score, etc. And then the last one is your results tab. So this is the results tab. So this is showing the results over the previous years, and this is showing the current year-to-date silent key prefix for Q1, and this is the previous results years here. So it's not very clear, but basically it says that it just gives you the scores for each of the various awards here. So this is, when you click on my results, this is my results for me personally. So here you see the year is 2022, and this is what I've scored so far under these different categories. And these are the previous award winners, or the total of the actual winners with those amounts for that particular year. So as you can see, the Silent Key Trophy in 2020 was 3,700 and odd, and I'm glad to say that I won it. And again, the only one you see here is the running totals for the prefix, silent key prefix, and that's updated on a quarterly basis. Once you've uploaded your logs to the robot, then you have to click on each individual top band here. So you have to click on, say, the 28 megahertz, and that will upload your files then. Right, so for contact details, currently Tony G6 GLP owns and manages the robot. If you need any help, then if you use the contact form here, just put your name, your email address, your security code in here, and as an example, I haven't received my email confirmation for the TARS robot access. Send that and Tony will respond to you. So if you need any help, any specific help with the robot, just submit the contact details there, and Tony will answer you in a few days' time. Right, so we're now ready to upload our .ADI file to the robot. Fairly easy process. You go to the Upload tab, select log file, and then enter your details here. Click into this area here, and in this example, you'll see that this is my area where I keep my .ADI files. I've selected this one here. I've clicked open, and that will then load that file into this area here, so you know it's loaded. So this is my chosen file selected from my place where I keep my .ADI files. And then all you need to do then is just click upload, and that goes up to the robot. Right, so we looked at part one was QRZ.com, and then we also looked at exporting files from Log4OM. So just as a reminder, if you can remember that I wrote a little filter here, Q3, and there's the filter. The start date was between the 1st of the 7th, 2021, and the 3rd of the 9th of 21. So that was Q3 in 2021. So when that rule is applied, I click the export button. It tells me that I'm exporting 197 records, and there's some additional information there. And then I just click the export button here, and then you'll get another notification to say that we're preparing your file in a few minutes. Press the continue button, and then you'll get the confirmation. So this confirmation tells you that the QSA start date was the 1st of the 7th, 21, and the end date was the 30th of the 9th, 21. And there was 197 QSAs exported with 0 errors. So if I take your mind back now to QRZ, to log40M, can you remember what we did there? To export our .ADI file? No. So once you're in QRZ and in log40M, you click on the utilities, you select your QSO manager, and then once you've done that, you get this next screen come up here. Then you select your date. In this instance, we're looking at Q1 2022, 1st of the 1st to the 31st of the 3rd, 2022. So I've selected my date range. I then go and highlight those QSOs. Very easy to do, just highlight them all. Click the export button, and then you come up with this screen here. So the first thing you need to do is just select, tick export to export standard ADF file, and then click this button here, and that will export your files. So it will ask you where you want to save that the file. So in this instance, I'm saving it to my desktop, and this is the automatic file name that will be given, but you can change that. So you can change it to say TARS Q1 2022 ADIF file. Once you've done that, you select it, press the button, and you've done. So that brings the conclusion to the TARS robot. Is there any questions that you want to ask about? No. Now, the other thing I thought of was that I know some of you have been struggling with trying to set yourselves up. Is it worthwhile myself and maybe Eddie holding some workshops on Friday nights? Bring your laptop in, and we can then go through with you and help you out to set yourselves up. Would that be useful, do you think? Would it be useful? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Right, so I'll leave you with this thought here. TARS members this way. You've completed those 3 parts now, and I'm ready to upload my file. And all you've got to do is just upload it to TARS robot. If you don't, there's no chance of you getting anywhere near any of these rewards here from the club.
Just to say, when you're uploading your ADIF files into the robot, you don't do anything at all. The robot does it all for you. He'll pick out all the countries in the robot, you pick all your prefixes in the robot. He does that, okay? So when John said he wanted your actual result, all right, of the WHA trophy, your club activity trophy, looking at, he's done all the work, and it will tell you what you deserve. So you pick all that from your ADF file. So but the main thing you have to make an ADF file before you can do anything.
So there's one thing that's confusing.
Right.
You call it an ADI file.
.ADI.
Same
That called it an ADF.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's the same thing. It's just that obviously a computer doesn't.
ADI file, ADI.
So what we'll do now is we'll do a live update, okay? So Mike, do you want to click on log40M on my desktop?
Give me a second. I'll turn it back on.
So log40, yeah, just double click on that. We'll show you how easy it is for you to do. Oh, new version's out. Right, if you, Mike, if you click to utilities, QSO manager, Select the date here from, let's have a look, from the 1st of April. Leave it at today's date, tick the box today's date. Right. Go down and then select the first one, just click on it, and then highlight the rest of them. Just go all the way to the bottom. Are they all highlighted?
Should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then click on export ADI file.
That's that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Click in that box there. Click that.
This one. So I'm looking at the screen here.
Right. Save it to my desktop.
Yeah, that's
Name it. Rename that to Q2. Sorry, TARS Q2. .ADI.
yeah,
Is
same
that how
as
it?
naming.
Okay. Click .ADI file. Well, export's completed. Okay. Close it down. Right. Close. You can close that down now. Minimize that. Where's the file? There. Okay. Open up on the desktop. You see a direct link to the TARS website. Says login.
Robot login.
Yeah, that one there. TARS login. That one there.
No, no, no.
Right, so this is your, as we talked about, this is your login page. So if you go into my call there, just click in it, select 2E0SPS. So that's my call sign and my password. Click submit. Go to upload.
You've got to make sure your name and call sign is there. If it's not, then you're not in.
Yeah.
All right?
What the name here?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If your call sign is there, then you're actually in. You've actually logged in.
Logged in.
If it's not in, you've not logged in.
in.
You'll go back again and log in.
Okay. So log file. Click that. What happened there? Upload. Log file. So choose file. Go to desktop. That's it. Just select that. So as you can see, we talked about earlier. So there's my file now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've already got all this preset. So this is my grid square where I've operated from. So all you've got to do now is just click the upload button.
No, if you got a QRP login there,
Yeah.
so we're going to click the
Yeah.
QRP.
Yeah.
log.
So if you're QRP, then click there. If you're restricted, then you click there.
Yeah.
But I'm not QRP. I'm not restricted. So just upload.
But the robot will sense if you're in an unrestricted, right, you're in the wire antenna, right, and it will recognise that and put it in the robot.
So there's my confirmation. So click submit.
Internet's running quite quick today.
Right, okay. Now if you go into my results, I'm not sure how long this is going to take. It might be instant, might have to wait. So if you now click on VHF at the top there, Mike. Just click on it. Then come back out.
Well, come back out.
Yeah, go back. No, go forward again. Back to my results. So, Richie, I've got nothing. Let's have a look. Click on. So remember this number here, 102, sorry, remember 41, click on 2E0. So that gives me all the different contacts that I've made on that and on those countries under that heading. So if you go back again, Mike.
That's the 082 one, is it?
Yeah. 201. So if you remember before, it was lower than it was not. What was it? 90, 80 something. Can you see the number that's actually gone up now?
Yeah.
So that's the new logs that I've just updated. So if you click on sideband there. So remember 45. Only one. Go back out. Let's have a look. Try. It's not updating. Try 2E0 again. See if it's updated. It's 46, yeah, so it's updated there. Go back. So it's still not updating here, but it will update in a couple of days' time. So all you need to do is come back in a couple of days' time and just click along this top row here. Once you've uploaded your files, and then it will increase the numbers here. Right. Easy, wasn't it? So
you've uploaded the various files and this, that, and the other, and they're on the robot. If something suddenly happens to the robot, the hard disk goes.
Oh, never does that.
It never does that.
I've never known it to go down.
No,
but you've still got your .adif file.
Oh, right, that's what I'm saying. You've still got your own.
Yes.
You was all in bulk and so you got nothing. You send a copy of what you got there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No, in tone, he's
Yeah, so I know you
probably backing up to the cloud or something anyway. So.
Right, okay.
But go back to the presentation, Mike.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on to the next slide. Right, so oops.
No.
Okay.
So these are, just make it bigger.
Yeah, I'm going to start restart it. This time. Right.
So as you can see, these are all the different, trophies, awards you can actually win. And as you can see, that the foundation one, that hasn't been won in years. It's a real crying shame that nobody with a foundation license has actually entered for that competition. So those of you who are taking your 2E0 exams, get your logs in now, and you could end up this year or next year with this Sharon Walker Foundation Memorial Cup.
Only one got
Sorry? It's only one cup. But it's a shame that, and then, the foundation one, the intermediate one. It's just me and Eddie. We share it he's won it for the last 2 years, I've won it this year.
You, Eddie, and Derek have got all the trophies anyway.
But that, hence is why, I've done these presentations, because there's nothing better than club members chasing each other. You know, it makes it a lot more interesting and more competitive. And you know, it's a shame that only you could see from the signing key trophy how many members submit their logs. So there was what, 6, 7? 7 members from a total membership of 130, which is pretty poor. So, hands up who's going to submit their logs then. Come on, Mr. Chairman, come on. You should be. It's not a contest. It's not a contest.
I'm actually going to get on the air first.
How many? Hands up, come on. How many's going to upload their logs? You M7s, how many of you are going to upload?
I might do.
What about you 3 at the back?
No, I think I've only got about 150 million logs.
It's worth it.
That's all I've got. Since I started doing it.
Right, okay, so the other thing you don't want to forget about is the TARS 30 award. So that's a nice award to win, if you contact 30 TARS members. Sorry? In a year. Yeah. So that's something to aim for as well here.
You guys that won TR and what all the members. A lot of those as well, because it's a beautiful trophy for working the members through the year. Thank you. The maximum I think has ever been worked is about 40, I think.
Alternatively, you can do what some people have done and take a handout with you to the rally,
Yeah.
hand another handout to somebody else and say, go out in the car park and call me. And they have done that. Yeah. And then they come back in and you give the handout to somebody else and say, go out in the car park and call me.
The way I managed to do my task was I went on the VHF net. If you go on the club net, and you get a handful of members who want to go on their own. And then every now and again I used to just run it to PR. As soon as I heard somebody called up, oh, Mr. McBurn, oh, he's one on the list.
Sunday morning on S23 was.
And I thought you just wanted to talk to me.
No, I just wanted to talk to
You don't upload, you don't win. I'll leave you with that thought. Right, is there any sort of final questions, any things on those 3 things we've talked, the 3 parts 1 through to 3?
Other than log 4 OM, what other software that people put in the new year should people use?
I mean, there's many you could choose, but that's what I use and that's what I presented really. I think.
Very old version of how I ended up.
So that's what I will know is free, it's regularly updated, as I said, don't just like the reason up there, it came up with an update. And it's comprehensive, it's got everything on it that we require to use, so I think it's a very good software package.
It's free,
It's free and well supported.
Every month or so, every few weeks you open it up and it comes up with the box. There's an update file and it's updated.
Right, so over the next couple of weeks, if you want to bring your laptops in and you want any help with setting up, then I'm sure myself already will be glad to help you guys out, just to get you up and running. But there's nothing better than keeping electronic logs these days. It's something that you could refer to, in 5 years' time. Oh, I made my first contact, on such and such a date. It's very useful and beneficial.
With these log programs, when you're on air and you type in the log sign you're talking to, you bring up your history so you know about them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I've heard other people doing it on air.
Say you've been using log 4 now for 3 years. He spoke to me 3 years ago, and then he was on the spoke to me today. When you put my course on, you get to come up with a date, time, mode, and everything of our last QSO, which would be 3 years
Really
previous.
handy as well, isn't it?
Even if you haven't got it before, if you link to QRZ doc, you can set it up, you have to pay it.
Yeah.
You set it up so instantly it comes up with a picture of who you're talking to and your name.
Yeah.
If you go on the internet plans, often then people say, oh, let's say someone from the police thinks about that, you call them. Well, hello, Jeff, or good afternoon, Jeff. How
Yeah,
do you know my name?
I've heard people a
It's
lot
just
of
instant
times on
name.
here when they refer to directly by name as soon as they hear the call sign, and I thought, so, I can't remember when the call sign.
And once you're set,
One minute.
once you're set up again, it's so easy because if it's the software is in QRZ now, it's inputting the information. You've got it's running from the radio, so it knows what frequency on, what mode you're on, and all the rest of it, what time it is, and everything. It's,
What frequency is it?
yeah, it's got everything on. All you do
Does
is
it work wrong?
all you do is tap the call sign in, have a chat, and when you say yeah, okay, then 73, hit enter. That's it. It's gone. It's there. It's in the log.
Does it work on universal time or does it?
Yeah.
UTC.
Yeah, it doesn't go to time.
No, that's 6.
Because that's something else we get me as well. It's like, right,
Well,
everything long.
everything's radio, we should be doing UTC.
I made QRZ refuse to confirm the call because I read down the instead of the BBC. And I realised that when they changed it, and it's come up.
That would work sometimes, doesn't
Right.
Oh, got through already. Only worked for 18, you know. Probably wrong.
I always use my own call sign.
It's an hour before everyone else.
Oh yeah, that's a yeah.
Right, is that a wrap up then, gentlemen? Then we can get on to the fun bit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. Very good. Thank you, John.
Okay.